back on the chipper. All right. How much gunk? Oh my goodness. Look, looks pretty bad, yeah? Solid stream of fuel. No air. Here we go. Today we're going to replace fuel filter water separator on B3.3 Cummins diesel. Yeah, we'll show you how to purge the air from the fuel system. I'm going to share with you one very important part of the maintenance on a Cummins. Fuel filter replacement intervals, part numbers, tools, and much more. Let's get started. As example, we're working on Vermeer BC1000 XL Brush Chipper, 2004 year model, powered by B3.3 Cummins diesel engine. This engine has multiple applications, but as example, we're working on a brush chipper. Fuel filter water separator is located on a left side of the engine. When you look from the back over here, as you can see, there's a fuel line is coming from the tank up to the fuel filter water separator. Over here we have our prime pump, and this particular model only has one filter. There's a one filter water separator. Some models have primary and secondary. We only have one. I have all my tools ready. Yeah, safety goggles. Before taking anything apart, I like the rule of thumb: go with the compressed air and blow all that debris, dust, wood chips, what's sitting all over the engine. Yeah, we don't want any dust getting in. Okay, let's do it. Didn't take long. Yeah, keep everything clean. If you're not a subscriber, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell. Appreciate that. Nice. Here's our spill pad and the catch can. We'll show you how we're going to use it. Okay. Let's put a spill pad under the filter. We don't want to spill any diesel on a low radiator hose. Diesel fuel and the rubber, they don't like each other, especially for a cooling system. On this engine we only have one filter water separator. On the bottom of the water separator you have a drain valve. I'm going to drain the fuel and then take a filter off. That way we'll have a less fuel spilled. We have a plastic Powerade bottle. Cut it like that, put it under the drain, and we're going to open the valve. Trial gloves. We don't want any chemicals on our skin. Open it by hand. Usually it should. Here we go. Yeah, not a problem. The same way as you drain the water from the fuel filter, that's what you don't have to do it. If you just want to take a filter off, that's totally fine. But as I said, this way filter will be empty and won't spill anything. Yeah, look at that. Some debris is coming from the bottom of the filter, as you can see. And yeah, we'll take a minute to drain. And you should drain your fuel water separator regularly to avoid some moisture condensation. If humidity is high, you sometimes have to drain a couple times a week. When it's dry, you can do it, well, once a month, depends. Fuel is stopped draining. Now we can take this container out. Let's just lift the valve up like so to get these. Okay, here we go. Let's see how much dirt. See, some moisture. Water is heavy. It's always will be sitting on the bottom. See the water droplets. Yeah. And some gunk. Alright. This video is helpful, informational, educational, or just interesting to watch. Put a thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything. Appreciated that. You can screw the valve up, close it up. There you go. Nice. Filter is empty. Container specially made to place the filter. Okay, let's see if I can undo it by hand, but I probably won't. No luck. Pipe pliers to grab the filter and break it loose. There we go. Now we're talking. On the machine we have Weeks filters 33-616 fuel water separator, heavy duty. Thank you, Weeks, for filtrating fuel. There's a little bit of still fuel in it, and yeah, all right. No mess, all clean, all good. Rubber o-ring is on the filter. Nice. Pliers, we don't want this container. Yeah, let's throw it in the trash. Good. I might use this guy. Paper towel and a brake clean. I just wipe the mating surface of the housing. Yeah. Make sure it's all nice and clean. That way it won't leak. There we go. Nice and clean, as you can see. No rubber gasket. Stick to the aluminum housing. All right. As a replacement filter, we're going to use this guy, Baldwin BF1275. Okay. Diesel fuel on a rubber gasket right here. There's two ways to install the filter. First, install the dry empty filter, and second way is pre-fill the filter and then install it. Both of them are good, and if you are going to pre-fill the filter, I would say just do it properly. I'm not going to put a fuel in the filter. I'm going to prime it. It's easy, doesn't take long, and we'll get filtrated fuel into the system. If you're going to pre-fill the filter, that central hole, that's where the filtrated fuel is coming out, and unfiltrated fuel is getting into those small holes along the diameter. Yes, if you're going to pour the fuel, just don't pour it in the center, because that's won't be filtrated. Just pour it in a small holes and let it soak through the filter element and then install it. If you just pour it in, you'll end up with unfiltrated fuel and possible some dirt. Yeah, okay, we're not going to pre-fill. We'll show you in a second how we prime the fuel. Okay, it's lubed. As you can see, we're going to put our filter back on the chipper. All right, place it under the housing, line up the tubing and spin it like this. And as you can see here, there's lots of useful information. Yes, We're going to tie the filter when the rubber gasket touches the base. Do the 3/4 turn, 1 turn. Yeah, that's it. Don't use any wrenches at this point. Don't want to damage the housing. Okay, let's tie it up. All right, very good. 3/4, 1 turn after rubber gasket touches the base. That's it. Don't need to over torque it. Strip the threads on a filter. Yeah, it won't leak. All good. And our drain caulk is closed. All right. Now time to prime the fuel up, purge the air from the fuel system. This rubber line is coming from the tank to the prime pump. Inlet, outlet, this one is going down to the injection pump. But before purging the air, let's undo this bungee bolt. Inside this bungee bolt is a fuel strainer plastic screen. This is the first kind of step of filtration. Usually it's catching the big chunks of dirt. Clean that, and then we'll tie it up and purge the air. Okay, 3/4 wrench. Let's just crack this bungee bolt pretty tight. There we go. A little bit of fuel might come out. All right. There's a copper washers, one on outside, one on inside. Be careful not to lose it. Okay. Here we go. If you have a new copper washers, that's fine. You can replace it. If not, you can just reuse them. And as you can see, there's a strainer screen inside. That's where the big chunks of dirt, debris is catched. As you can see, there's pine needles, some gunk. As you can see, there's a strainer screen inside. If you're having a lack of power issue on your Cummins or excessive smoke, check this one. This screen might be the cause why your engine runs poorly. How I do it, I'm using just utility knife, or you can use a large screwdriver to turn this strainer fluid loose. Here we go. And you can see, look how much gunk. Oh my goodness. Look, looks pretty bad, yeah? You have to clean it. How you clean it? I'll show you in a second. This debris will restrict the fuel flow. You will think putting a new filter will help. Yes, but you have to clean the strainer screen. Compressed air. There we go. Load inside. See how nice and clean. Be careful not to collapse the screen. They're very easy to break. And let's wash it with a brake clean. Make sure it's 100% clean. Beautiful. And one more shot of clean air. All right. Let's see now. Still zoom in. Sparkling. Nice and clean. Sparkling in a good way. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to the bolt. Some gunk inside the bungee bolt. Let's blow it. And give it a little wash. Very nice. Beautiful. Okay, now we're putting our strainer screen inside. Screw it in like that, make sure it's not cross-threaded. And tighten it up. Here we go. That's it. Clean and tight. Let's wipe the housing with a clean paper towel. Nice and clean. All right. Copper washer. Punch bolt. Here's a first washer. We didn't take it off. Put the bolts through the eye. Put another washer. Sandwich. And start the bungee bolt. Couple threads by hand and right all the way down. Like that. Okay. We're going to tie this bolt, and we're going to lose this one next for purging the air out. Nice. I do a very light tap like that. So, settle a washer. Need to slam it hard, and here we go. That's enough. Won't leak. All right, let's purge the air now. Let's crack this bungee bolt. This outlet. This line is going down to injection pump. We don't have to take it all the way out. We just have to crack it loose. So something like that. Just enough for air to go out. All right. It will be easy air purging from the fuel system because we didn't run out of fuel. We still have fuel in a line and fuel in this line down to the injection pump. We only have empty fuel filter, and all our fuel lines up above there have fuel. On top of the fuel filter assembly, we have a manual prime pump. Here's a button. You just push it like this, and we're waiting for fuel to start squirting from the loosened bungee bolt. Let's just keep going. When filter will get full, we'll see the fuel, and you have to keep pumping till you have solid stream of fuel. No air. Here we go. As you can see, just pump it one more time, and no bubbles, just fuel. Push it down, and what I like to do, get a wrench, push it down and tighten it up. That way you won't suck any extra air. There we go. Nice and tight. Light tap. And the hair more. Here we go. Now it won't leak. Let's clean this mess. All right. We have air purged from the fuel system. Fuel filter is replaced. Now we're going to fire up the engine, run it. If any air is still remaining a little bit in the system, we'll get pushed through the fuel system into the return line, back into the tank, and as soon as the engine runs even, that's good, and we will check for leaks. Let's take our rags out, clean our tools, click that notification bell, make sure you won't miss any new videos I'm going to post. I don't recommend you spraying a brake clean to clean around the filter because brake clean will eat the paint on the filter. Trust me, it will happen. Just wipe with a clean paper towel, and it should be good enough. There won't be any mess. Beautiful, nice and clean. Start the engine, always check the engine oil level. That's what I do. Clutch is off. We're on a low idle speed. Let's put in ignition and fire it up. Let's go see what it is. Pump, new filter, beautiful. Well, it was easy than you probably thought. Yes, do your maintenance. Maintenance goes a long way. The filter, I'm going to do an oil change. Yes, it saves a buck. Engines, they're expensive. Oil is cheap. Filters are cheap. Take care of your machines. Your machines will take care of you. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to write a time when I did a filter change. That way I know when will be next service. 29:36 hours, and write the day. Today is 14th August 2025. That's it. Simple and good enough for me. Filter is replaced, air is purged from the fuel system on B3.3 Cummins. And last question, what is a fuel replacement intervals? Well, always follow your service repair manual, I would say, but rule of thumb for the primary fuel filter on a diesel engine, 250 hours, and for secondary 500 hours. In general, as you can see, my diesel only has one, which is a fuel filter water separator. I will do every 250-300 hours, yeah, something like that. Well, thank you so much guys for your time watching this video. Appreciate it. If you have any comments, questions, critics, suggestions, recommendations, put everything down in the comment section below. Take care everybody, and see you next one. Bye bye.